Hello, everyone. So today we're going to talk about Star Stable news. There's actually some very interesting stuff going on. Now, before we talk about this update, um, what I wanted to talk about first was the fact that Star Stable is actually fixing bugs. That's absolutely crazy. But not just that. Um, I guess they took the article down, which is unfortunate because right here there was an article about, so Star Stable, maybe it's in this one, I don't think it is, but basically no, there's not. So what Star Stable did was they changed it to where if you want to submit a request to Star Stable, you want to send them an email, there's the proof now that you have to confirm your email, and there's going to be like an email verification thing that gets sent to you. You have to do that in order to send messages to Star Stable. And it's only the first time, and it's to reduce spam and stuff like that, which is good. But here's my opinion on this. Once somebody is verified and able to submit emails to Star Stable, they're going to continue to do so. And I understand that it does kind of go out of your way a little bit to do that, but Star Stable gets sent so many messages. Back in the summer, I put out a video about how it took Star Stable 6 months to respond to players who I reported who were actively telling other players how to off themselves and things like that. Like, again, what they were doing was abysmal, and I made a whole video about it. If you go to my channel and scroll down, it's from a few months ago. It's called after 6 months they finally responded or something like that. And so it's like that Star Stable has no response time for their players. And they even sent me a message and they were like, hey, so is this actually important? Because if it's not, we're just going to delete the message because we're not looking at it. There's too many. Like, for them to admit that is crazy. And they even sent me another message for another player that I reported and were like, hey, so can you tell us like the date and time when these players said, this is a different set of players, by the way, said these awful things in chat? And I'm like, first of all, you didn't attach my initial ticket for this second person that or third person that I reported. And also, I include dates and times in the initial email. If you, either I forgot it or like I report players at least like no later than an hour after the situation happened. Just look at when I sent it to you. It's not that hard. Like, they're asking me to remember a situation that happened 6 months ago, and I don't even remember who the heck I was reporting. Like, that happened so long ago, Star Stable. You should have done something about this way sooner. Doesn't matter. But the point is, if you have to confirm your email, chances are there's going to be less spam. Good. There's also going to be less players who are going out of their way to report Sally for not letting them join their roleplay, you know? So you're going to receive less of that. But the problem is, once you confirm that email, you can just send as many emails as you want. So I agree with Star Stable that it is going to cut down on the amount of reports they receive. But I do still think they're going to get a very large handful of reports that don't matter. Because then after you do that initial verification, you can just send them all the emails you want. And my thing is, I think they should have a verification every single time you go to send them something, because it's that extra step that slows people down and makes them think, is what I am reporting actually worth my time? You know? And yes, that will unfortunately decrease the amount of valid reports that Star Stable receives, but it will also cut down a lot on those that are not valid, like the Sally didn't let me join her roleplay thing. So it's a good start. I just don't think it's fleshed out quite enough. Let's talk about the end of the Equestrian Festival. I think that the Equestrian Festival was handled amazingly. I'm glad Sabine's not coming back. Sabine is a gross character in my opinion. Her hair looks greasy as heck. She just looks very unclean, and I just do not like Sabine. I just don't. I think that they hype her up too much. I don't understand why a Dark Rider would be wanting to be a friend with one of the Star Rider, with one of the, like, the Soul Riders or whatever. I think it's dumb. I did not like the quest with Sabine. I'm kind of glad it's over. I did like the horse that we got though. That's really cool. Um, I think that, yeah, I don't know. I don't like the character of Sabine. I just don't. I think she greasy. I think she gross. But I did like the new quizzes and classes that they added. I really liked the bouncy horse thing. They were so cute. Did you rear with those? They like the little like plushy feet shook. Oh my god, it was so cute. Um I love how easy it was to gain player experience. Like I'm level 27 now basically, or actually I'm a few experience off, but because I did miss a lot of the event because I was busy with life. But that was really fun. The new mascot's cute. I just love that they're actually adding more stuff to these events and fleshing them out a lot more. Like this event, I think was amazingly well done. Very good job, Star Stable. And they continue to hit too, because now with this up next in Jorvik, look at all the stuff we have. We have more Merchantcast for the next 2 weeks. And then May 13th, this looks like a Connemara. They're going to be adding a new outfit and new coat variations, which is like no effort at all, which is fine because Star Stable has been going so hard this last month that they deserve to just have an update where they can relax and let off the gas. So this is perfectly fine. I'm completely fine with this. This is very good, Star Stable. Great job. Now, I thought this was just going to be this part right here that like, oh, okay, continue the story with the merchant gas and the witches and the blight and all that stuff, like, which is amazing. Don't get me wrong. I would have been happy with just that as the update. More quests, let's go. But I scrolled down. We have another trail. I was like, okay, cool. What I'm hoping that they do. Nope. Okay. They're doing the same thing. I really don't like this. I don't like that. Oops. I don't like that it's just the first 12 activities a day. I don't like that. I liked that the previous one where you could just grind and continue to gain stuff all day because you could actually like get as far as you wanted and it encouraged people to stay online longer. This is like telling people, yeah, you can just do your daily chores and get off, which granted is nice for the players who don't play as often, but for the players who play daily, it's not enough. Like, there's not enough to keep you hooked. Granted, with this update, there probably is because there's actually more story. But in general, when they don't have a big story addition, I don't think that this is good. I think this is a very lazy way to do it, and I think it limits people. And people don't like to be limited. People like to do what they can do in their own timely manner. But then I kept scrolling. The outfit actually looks pretty nice. I like it. This is one of the first trail of whatever outfits that I've liked in a while. So this is not bad. Then I got to here and I was like, hang on. So we have this new horse. He looks so cool. It's awesome that we're getting new magic horses into the game. This is so neat with his new tack set too. Look at that. I'm very excited for that. That is so awesome. And right when I was like, oh my gosh, there's no way there's more, they added more Mar. I am so deeply in love with these little guys. It's not even funny. There's, 4 of them? Oh my god. I'm gonna be broke, okay? All right, so it's $9.50 for the horses and then $4.50 for these. I'm not gonna have any store coins left, y'all. Oh my goodness. Also, new braids. That's cool. And sets, like this is awesome that we have more tack sets and things like that. Ew, gross, a Swedish warm blood. Those things are ugly. They literally just took the mule model and made it larger and put horsehair on it. Like that. Ugh. The Swedish warm blood's so ugly. Look at that Mar. I love the new outfits. Love all that stuff. It's so amazing. Also, look. Codes on social media. They're now available. That's awesome. Quality of life update. So this part is very interesting to me. So they changed the tick rate to where your players around you will look more in sync with how they've actually moved. They won't slide. They won't like jump after they went over the jump. They won't like be turning weird. This is crazy because like the way they're describing it is to where there's going to be like a very slight delay, but you're going to see exactly what people are doing and it's going to be up to date, up to time. That's crazy because this is the type of syncing that you see in like PvP games. So like Star Stable really wants you to be in time with other players. That's really awesome. Um, you know, just I love how dark this sounds for next week. Like, together we must remain strong for the sake of everyone on Jorvik. Like, that is so, it goes so hard. Star Stable, you did so good. And then, of course, bundles. That's really cute. Someone gave me adult money, so, oof, you know. Should I? No, I can't justify $90, but if I could, oh my goodness, I so would. That's amazing. I love those two Mars. I love that. Oh my gosh. So amazing. So great. Star Stable, you did. Is there anything for Star Rider? I wouldn't know because I'm pay once. Is there a, nope, whatever. Anyway, that's it for this update and the previous updates. I loved what Star Stable has been doing. Star Stable has been really kicking it recently. Great job, Star Stable. Keep it up. This has been fantastic. I can't wait.